We're here at Stella Matutina Farm in Michigan, and I'm here to tell you about a journal we're starting, actually that's debuting now, Jesus the Imagination, a journal of spiritual revolution. And we're doing it here because a year ago at this farm, the idea was conceived to do this journal. And when we had a conference, it was the Radical Catholic Reimagination of Everything Conference. And this is one of the things we talked about. And so I'm happy that it's coming out now. It was kind of a funny journey. I started working on it, asking for contributions from people, submissions, and then my publisher, Angelico Press, said, "Hey, we heard you're working on a journal." I said, "Yeah." "Who's going to put it out?" I said, "Well, I hadn't really thought that far ahead." So they graciously offered to help with this project and to produce it, and I'm very grateful. And I'm really proud of the product we've come out with, because it really is something that for me sets a reset button on what would be a proper or life-giving approach of the arts in the light of Christ, right? Which is what we call it, Jesus the Imagination, the phrase we take from William Blake, who thought of the imagination as our connection to Jesus, right? It's because only through imaginative acts that we can bring in the kingdom, according to Blake. In fact, one of the most imaginative acts for him was the act of forgiveness. And think about that, right? So we're really happy that this is coming out. It's got some wonderful poetry. I couldn't list all the poets right now, and I don't want to list them because I don't want to be fair to some people. Great artwork, some very fine essays, and one in particular interesting note is we have an interview with Owen Barfield that James Wetmore did, probably 20 years ago, but was never been published. And Barfield was almost 100 years old when this interview took place, and it's really interesting. It's pretty fascinating document, I think. And just like the entire journal, we not only do we try to reimagine a place to start from now and look into the future, but we also hold the past in reverence. So we have a poem we include by Henry Vaughan, the metaphysical poet, and translations from Novalis and from Simone Weil. So it's really exciting project, and I hope that people who see this video or hear about the journal will check it out, because we're trying to do something that's not just the usual literary journal. We're trying to contribute to the kingdom.